you think being Australian but being at home?
But Australia, it's not too common to this day, I feel like. So, yeah, I feel a bit unique and sometimes a bit out of place.
I think you make a lot of Australians proud, and it inspires the next generation, you know?
일간 소울 영어입니다.
G'day, mate. How are you, Rose?
G'day. Oh my God, I haven't said that in forever.
About 20 years ago, I did an issue of Vogue as a guest editor. It was about what it's like to be Australian, but to play around the world. What do you think being Australian, but being at home?
You know, I feel like sometimes I feel a bit out of place. Because most of the people here in Korea, even if they speak English, they usually have come from the States or elsewhere. But Australia, it's not too common. To this day, I feel it's not too common. To this day, and I also am very grateful that I get to have that, you know, a bit of the difference.
And so, in a way, you always feel a little bit like the outsider. And I think what that gives you is a quality of absorbing things around you.
I think it's pretty accurate. Because like in Australia, I don't know, being also Korean, I never thought that, like, I loved music, but I never thought it was a dream that I could really, you know, grasp. Like you said, since that was the case, I was always looking out and looking at all these amazing things and absorbing everything, I think so.
And I'm just wondering that when you went to Korea, the whole training system, the discipline, you know, the artistic level, the quality, what was that experience like for you?
So they're like, oh, you're going to be really, really busy. For me, it was just like, oh, it sounds like fun. I get there and I noticed that there are like 12 other girls who have been training day and night for about 5 years ahead of me. 5 years ahead of me. And I had just gotten there. I'm 16. I came from Australia. I just went to school thinking I'm just going to be a normal, art teacher at school or something. And it seems as if I don't catch up, I'm going to be cut and sent right back to Australia, where I ended up fighting for my life, training for my life. I remember I took every minute and every second to, work on my craft so that I will, make it. And I think it was a good drive. It was a good drive. Just the fact that I had flown all the way from Australia gave me more of strength or like determination to really strive for what I was.
What you personally are doing and your personal style, and I think you make a lot of Australians proud, and it inspires the next generation, you know? I just want to wish you just so much more goodwill. I hope we all get to work together at some point. Please give my best to the rest of the performers in Blackpink.
I'm sure you have thousands of people who say this to you, but I must say, I think a big part of me dreaming of becoming whoever I'm, trying to be today is I absolutely loved Moulin Rouge, and I liked a bunch of other movies after that, and I noticed the reason why I liked those movies was because the protagonist looked like, reminded me so much of Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge, and I think that really inspired me to become, a female artist that I am, and, I still dream to be that glamorous, fragile, but, such a beautiful, performer, and it's like really, I'm so honored to be able to do this with you today.
Rose, I'm going to see Nicole, and I'm going to tell her that she's inspired you and the next generation because she cares so much about that.
Wow.
But I think the other inspiration is that she's expanded. Like later on in her career, she starts making her own films, her own materials, And so she's a great inspiration for how always grow.
That.
I will tell you said that. It'll mean a lot to her, I can guarantee it.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Ciao.
구독과 좋아요 눌러주세요.